Cop Watch, policing the police every single day.
Come out.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Hey, come out before you get me worried. Show me your hands.
Okay.
Take a seat on the...
What's going on?
What's going on with you, man?
Just trying to have
A good time? Yeah. What's your name?
Ralph.
Ralph what?
Shorty.
You got an ID, Shorty? Shorty doesn't sound like a last name to me.
It's my last name.
Shorty is?
Yeah. At the cartoon.
And then you growed like 10 feet? It kind of doesn't work, does it?
I'm sorry, guys. You're kind of freaking me out a little bit.
Yeah, that's what we do. He's 17.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay?
I didn't know you.
Okay. But you got a 17-year-old hanging out with you.
I mean,
Dad's worried, and you understand that?
yeah, I didn't know.
Okay, you got ID on you? Is there any other drugs in here other than weed?
No, there's nothing.
Is there any guns in here?
No, sir.
Okay.
Can you show me that he's only 17?
No, I can't, but I can convince you that he is.
Well,
I can put you in handcuffs and throw you in the back of a car.
We do that
Okay,
route.
let's see an ID real quick.
We didn't just show up here.
Thanks, sir. You can take a seat back on the bed.
Wait, check that one.
OK Senator facing life for pleading guilty to child sex trafficking and getting caught with child porn. After being caught red-handed in an act of child sex trafficking and in possession of horrific child porn, an Oklahoma senator is scheduled to be sentenced in September. By Matt Agorist, July 7, 2018. More over a year has passed since Oklahoma State Senator Ralph Shorty was busted for child sex trafficking, and now, on Friday, he's finally been scheduled for sentencing. In September of 2017, Shorty was accused in a federal indictment of multiple counts of child sex trafficking and child pornography offenses. In November, Shorty agreed to plead guilty to a single child sex trafficking charge in exchange for the 3 other charges to be dismissed. He now faces a minimum of 10 years in prison but could be sent away for life. Court documents filed in the United States District Court for the Western District of Oklahoma show that the disgraced 2-term former senator will face a sentencing hearing at 10 a.m. September 5. The age of consent for sexual activity is 16 in Oklahoma. However, it is against both state and federal law for anyone under the age of 18 to be involved in the commercial sex industry. As a result, anyone who prostitutes a minor under the age of 18, like Ralph Shorty, can be charged with either child prostitution or trafficking in minors, thus the charge of child sex trafficking. Body camera footage, released last year, showed the moment police raided the hotel room occupied by Shorty and his underage victim. In the body camera footage, Shorty appears dumbfounded as he is caught with the underage boy in his room. The officer says, "He's 17. Shorty replies, "Okay." The officer then asks, "What do you mean, okay?" "I didn't know that," replies Shorty. "Can you show me that he is only 17? Shorty says in the video. Ironically, and in poor taste, the senator was wearing a t-shirt referencing the Bible scripture Ephesians 5:22, which refers to wives submitting to their husbands. Under the scripture was the phrase, "Now go make me a sandwich." Shorty was known as the Family Values Senator. Mr. Shorty feels this is a necessary step in putting this painful and humiliating ordeal behind him, for both himself, his family and for the state of Oklahoma, Shorty's attorney Ed Blau said. Below is the video of this painful and humiliating ordeal. After the federal grand jury meeting in Oklahoma City returned their 4 indictments, Shorty, 35, originally pleaded not guilty. He wiped away tears as officials read out his child sex trafficking and child pornography offenses. However, given the evidence against him, as detailed in the graphic federal indictment, Shorty's attorneys likely knew he had no grounds for a not guilty plea. Despite being caught in the act at a Super 8 motel room in Moore, Oklahoma, Shorty was released after agreeing to a series of stringent conditions, including wearing an ankle monitor and having his computer monitored. As TFTP previously reported, The charges came after Shorty was busted in a motel room in March of 2017 with an underage boy. The investigation was launched when the teen boy's parents called police after finding disturbing text messages between him and their son. When police began their investigation into the texts, they found Senator Ralph Shorty in a motel room with the boy. As KOCO5 reported at the time, police obtained a search warrant that was served during the investigation. Using the search warrant, police said they found the juvenile's Kindle Fire tablet that contained conversations between him and Shorty pertaining to sexual activities in exchange for money. The tablet was seized as evidence. During the raid on the hotel room, the boy admitted to selling weed to Shorty in the past and said he had known him for about a year. When police searched the Kindle found in the room, they found evidence of Shorty attempting to solicit sexual stuff from the underage teen. Police also noted that they smelled marijuana and found a backpack with a bottle of lotion and condoms, according to the report. Showing the bipartisan nature of sex abuse among the political elite, Shorty was also the state chair of President Donald Trump's campaign during the primary elections. He was known as a family values conservative. Sex abuse among the political elite knows no party line, and those who attempt to use the abuser's party affiliation for political gain do a disservice to the victims and guarantee no solution to the horrific problem. Sex abuse is rampant on both sides of the aisle, and it exists from the lowest-ranking cop all the way to the president. Shorty resigned only weeks after the scandal began to unfold, and he maintained his innocence despite the horrific child pornography found on his devices. According to News Oklahoma, the federal grand jury accused Shorty in the first child pornography count of using his smartphone in October 2013 to email a video of a man engaging in sexually explicit conduct with a prepubescent girl. He is accused in the second child pornographic count of using his smartphone that same month to email sexually explicit videos of young boys. He is accused in the third child pornography count of persuading the boy he later took to the Moore Hotel to send him an inappropriate picture. He is accused in the child sex trafficking count of soliciting that boy in March to engage in a commercial sex act. The boy is identified in the indictment only as John Doe. Since he was elected in 2010, the senator has led a secret double life, according to the indictment. For over 7 years, through a series of fake names and fake email addresses, Shorty dealt in child pornography and began soliciting minors. As News Oklahoma reports, federal prosecutors revealed in a court filing that the investigation found Shorty communicated with numerous individuals, many of whom appear to be underage boys. In just under 2 months, we will see if the state is willing to hold this child predator accountable for his crimes.
Oh, I don't know. I'm telling you, he's 17. Like, I wouldn't lie to you. Like, what sense does it make me lie to you? But listen, whatever you're doing, it's a bad fucking idea. Does that make sense to you? Like, getting high with a young kid, whatever, is a bad idea. No matter how, if they're 17 or 20, like, it's a bad idea. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you want to have fun by yourself, if you got things you got to figure out, you need to figure that out. And you can live your life however you want to live it. But when you start doing it with kids and stuff, then it starts to become a serious problem. Because listen to me, like, if he was a couple years younger, you'd be going to prison. You understand what I'm saying? With no strings attached. We'd be blowing this door up and we'd be taking you in our car. You understand what I'm saying? So you need to be careful about what you're doing out there. Just like he really needs to second guess his life choices. But you do too, because you can get yourself in a bad fucking spot. Do you understand that? Does that make sense?
Police use who may want to retaliate against him physically.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I just wanted you to know that I am using this stuff under fair use. And also remember to like and subscribe this channel. Also too, keep in mind, I do not make any money on YouTube. This is 5 hours work a day, you know, fighting for freedom. And you can donate with PayPal and Patreon. I just want you to think about this. If everybody gives to PayPal and Patreon, Patreon is every month. Actually, PayPal you can do every month. I have 12,000 subscribers. If everybody gives, I can quit my regular job and go full-time investigations on Charlotte County and possibly even more and beyond. So just keep that in mind. If everybody helps out, I can go full-time doing this. Thanks.